What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. I watched Sound of Metal. It's a film that is an Oscar contender for a number of categories, and one of them is Best Actor for Riz Ahmed's performance in this film. And the main reason why I really wanted to watch this film, because this film isn't a film that I normally would go out of my way to watch, but this is an Oscar-nominated film, and the Academy Awards is coming out in mid to late April, like second or third week of April. And I wanted to go out of my way and be on this mission to watch as many Oscar-nominated films as I can. And I normally wouldn't do that. I would just watch a bunch of them, like a small handful of them, but not what I'm doing right now. And that is I made a whole list of films that I want to watch. Pretty much all the Best Picture nominees and Best Actors and Best Supporting Actress, all those big categories. I really wanted to watch them. And that is because in 2020, when COVID started, the theaters were closed. All these big budget films that we were all looking forward to got delayed. I just miss watching good movies. I miss watching good movies. And what are some good movies? Ones that are Oscar nominated. Because, well, there's got to be something good about them for them to get nominated. So I really wanted to check out this film. Now, this film was actually recommended to a good friend of mine who is hearing impaired. And he checked it out. He loved it. And he said that I should check it out. And he wanted to know my thoughts. And I checked it out. And, whew, I'm not hearing impaired. As somebody who is not hearing impaired, this film feels like it hits all the right notes. Pardon the pun. I just feel like they did some serious research into what goes on in the world of being hearing impaired, because it feels very real. I think the situation feels very real. The performance feels very real. And I'll tell you that Riz Ahmed definitely has a very big shot at winning the award for Best Actor. His performance is fire. It is something else. What an amazing performance. And to top things off, the journey is such an engaging road. From the moment, like, he's a drummer, he plays a drummer, and can you imagine a drummer going on tour, having tour dates, and suddenly realizing that you just lost your hearing? What someone will go through. Like, you see that on the film, you see that through his performance, his eyes, his helplessness, his frustration. It's all there. And when I watched it, this is such a weird thing for me. When I was watching this movie and seeing it happen before my eyes on my 65-inch screen, and I mentioned that mainly because, like, it's just a reminder that this is just a movie, okay? And these are actors. When I'm watching this, it was very stressful. It was actually very stressful for me to watch. And that is because it was such a believable performance that I felt like I was going deaf. The way the director conveyed this journey, this experience, was so realistic and so immersive. Like, you felt like you were going deaf because of the way they distorted these sounds. Like, suddenly you're hearing clearly, and then suddenly you're hearing muffled sounds, and it actually felt stressful to me. You know, it's so weird because it actually felt like that my world, my own world, as an audience member, was closing in. I felt like my world, even though I could see everything around me, I felt that my own world, as a member of the audience, was closing in. And that really tells you how well they actually conveyed this message to the audience, this experience to the audience, rather. It felt so immersive, and despite the fact that I have my eyes and can see, obviously my living room is not closing in on me, sound is so important. It plays such an important part in our lives that we take it for granted. And it shows with this character just going through all the motions of what it's like to go through to finally accept and understand what is going through with your hearing. It's such an emotional ride. And like I said, This was a very stressful film to watch, almost from beginning to end. And I'm thinking to myself, why is that? And that is simply because we take hearing for granted. We cannot imagine what it would be like to lose our main senses, whether it be eyes, like sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch. We don't know what it's like, except for those who know what it's like. But for those that don't know what it's like and never have experienced that ever, we definitely take it for granted. And when it does happen, we will be in such shock, just like how Riz Ahmed's character was in such shock. This was a very engaging film. This was a film that felt very real. It's obviously a very real circumstance. Excuse me, a lot of gas. And they just did such a great job bringing that to life. I'm going to give this film a 9 out of 10, and this is a very strong performance, definitely worthy of an Oscar award. Okay, there you have it, 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching this review. Go check out this movie. I'll see you next time. Peace.